is summer, I thought that today I would do a video on some of the tips that I think are some of the important things about going on holiday, and hopefully they'll be useful, and I hope you enjoy the video. Now, my first tip for going on holiday is that if you're going somewhere sunny, then I think it is really important that you take sun cream. Now, I know this might be a really obvious thing, but often when I'm outside, it might not seem that hot, but especially someone like me who, if you are quite pale skin, I do get burned really easily, and then I really wish that I'd put the sun cream on, and then it just ends up ruining the holiday because you end up having to go around with burnt skin. It stings, it's horrible, you don't really feel like moving much or doing anything. So if you've especially got loads of activities planned and you've got quite an action-packed holiday, going around with sunburn can be quite annoying and something which kind of puts it down on the holiday. And if you get it towards the beginning of the holiday as well, you will really wish that you'd taken sun cream and made use of it. Now, my second tip is that while you're there, I think it's a great idea to take loads of photos, because there'll be those times when you're talking about a holiday that you've been on, either with friends or family, and you'll be like, oh, I really enjoyed that holiday. And then if you take loads of photos and videos of while you're there, it's like, bam, there you go. You can look back at the holiday and it's almost as if you're revisiting it. And I think that's just a really great visual memory, and I love looking back over old photos and videos and of like fun trips that I've had, because I just think it's really nice to be reminded of all the good times that you've had while you were away and on holiday. There's a dog barking. Okay, stop. Now, the third tip that I have for going on holiday is making sure that you do something on the trip that everyone loves, because if you're going with either a group of friends or even just family, it's pretty much definite that everyone won't be into the same things and won't have definite liking for all of the same activities. And I mean, if you manage to organise the trip where there's a specific activity or place to go or something to visit that interests every single person on that trip, then no one's going to get bored, and then it will encourage others to try things that you're interested in as well. As you're doing stuff that they love, then they'll do stuff that you love. And it can also help to make the trip more pleasant, as people won't get into arguments about who's doing what and what they do and don't want to do, because at least if everyone's got something to look forward to, then it's only fair that other people get to do the stuff they love too. Now, when it comes to packing, my tip, well, especially for, this might just be a stereotypical of girls, but I know especially for me, when I'm packing, you often feel like taking your whole wardrobe. Because even if you know it's going to be sunny or really hot, you'd still want to take specific items of clothing, because it might be debatable, you never know, it might just go cold and you might happen to need that jacket, or you might happen to go somewhere that's really fancy and you want that nice dress that you've got, even though you might never use it on the trip. And I can for sure say, my toes, alright, and I can for sure say that probably about 50% of what I pack, I do not end up using. So it's kind of pointless when you just use up loads of luggage room. So my tip for that, to try and avoid packing, I thought for a second it wasn't actually recording, but it's fine. So my tip for that is, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. My tip for overpacking is to make sure that you pack loads of sort of interchangeable outfits, so loads of tops and bottom halves, either skirts or trousers or shorts, depending on where you're going, so that you've got everything that kind of goes together, so that you only need a few. So that you only need fewer pieces of, so you need less clothing with you, as you won't need loads of individual separate outfits as more stuff goes together. Now, my final tip, which I think is the most important thing of all when you're going on holiday, which is to have fun. Because I mean, what's the point of going on holiday if you don't have fun? Isn't that the point of holidays? So that you have fun? I feel like I'm really low down. I will come back up a bit. Ow, my toes hurt. I feel like my head was like down here halfway. I feel like you probably only saw half my head for most of that video. Let's see. Okay, no, now I'm more central. So especially if you're the person who has either like organised a trip or is sort of in charge of the itinerary and things that you've planned on doing, rather than thinking of what you've got to do next or organising the next dates and getting really stressed about being there for certain timings, it's more important just to relax and enjoy the time there. Because I mean, what's the point of being on time for a specific place that you're going to go visit when you're not even sort of enjoying yourself? It's like you might not even be there. You know, what's the point of visiting it if you're not going to enjoy visiting it? So I think it's just really important just to try and keep calm and relaxed and enjoy being in the moment and seeing what you see, rather than thinking about the next thing that you're going to do or the next day and trying to get all those things organised. So those are my 5 main tips for going on holiday, and I think each of them is important in their own way. I hope you found it useful. Please give it a thumbs up and a comment, and please subscribe if you enjoyed watching it and want to watch some future videos from me as well. I will leave a link to my previous video at the end of this video and also in the description below. Go follow me on Twitter, and I will see you next week. Goodbye! Now I've dropped my ticket as well. Oh, sorry, one sec. Oh. It's alright, I found it. It might work now, you never know. Oh. No, sorry, I don't think it's good. I'll just go ask them if they can let me through. Thank you for waiting.